Greetings, PlayStation adepts. Sony has announced which games PSplus Essential subscribers will receive in December. The first game in December is LEGO Horizon Adventures. The first LEGO game based on Sony franchises turned out to be rather weak in terms of gameplay. There are no puzzles like in other LEGO games. No need to play as other characters to access previously inaccessible areas of locations. And the locations themselves are corridors with a couple of arenas for battles. However, the game looks great visually and is perhaps the most beautiful LEGO game I've ever seen. The characters talk and joke constantly, and even though the jokes are pretty simple and silly, it adds to the atmosphere of the game. On Metacritic, Horizon Adventures received a score of 70 from critics and 5.8 from players. The second game in the December selection is Killing Floor 3. As in previous games in the series, a team of players fights cooperatively against waves of mutants and zombies known as Zeds. The third part promises significantly improved graphics and animations, and the game environment will look more detailed and realistic thanks to modern technology. The game is expected to introduce new combat mechanics, new character classes, unique abilities, and updated customization and modification options for weapons. On Metacritic, Killing Floor 3 received a score of 68 from critics and 6.5 from players. The third game in the December selection is the Outlast Trials. Unlike the previous installments, this is a 4-player cooperative game, although it can also be played solo. The plot takes place in the midst of the Cold War, where the Murkoff Corporation conducts scientific experiments on people who responded to newspaper advertisements. The test subjects become prisoners in the secret Murkoff complex, consisting of a dozen warehouses connected by underground tunnels. While running around the locations, the player must complete tasks and hide or run away from various enemies. Outlast Trials features 4 different character classes and skill trees. Each class has a unique ability that allows players to perform actions such as seeing through walls, healing other players, setting mines, and throwing devices to temporarily stun enemies. Between trials, players return to a rest area where they can interact with Murkoff employees and obtain items that may be useful in subsequent trials. On Metacritic, the Outlast Trials received a score of 75 from critics and 7.7 from players. The fourth game in the December selection is Neon White. In this highly dynamic first-person action platformer, the player must exterminate demons in heaven. The main character is a hired assassin who has been transported from hell so that he can earn a chance at redemption. During the game, you must complete levels as quickly as possible, destroying enemies with the help of soul cards collected along the way. These are unique movements and actions that can be combined to improve your results. Of course, the game is not for everyone. Its design may seem poor, and the gameplay requires a certain speed of reaction and decision-making, but everything that happens looks very exciting when it works out. On Metacritic, Neon White received 89 points from critics and 8.3 points from players. The fifth game in the December selection is Synduality Echo of Ada. The plot of Synduality Echo of Ada takes place in 2022. Many years after the mysterious poisonous rain, Tears of the New Moon, fell on the planet. It destroyed most of humanity and caused the emergence of terrible creatures. With the support of artificial intelligence, the player, in the role of a wanderer, must fight these monsters and other players. On Metacritic, Synduality Echo of Ada received 65 points from critics and 4 points from players. Not bad, Sony. Not bad at all. 5 games in Essential is even excellent. However, this generosity is most likely due to the fact that PSplus support for PS4 will be discontinued next year, and it seems that there will be no more games exclusively for it. These games will be available for download on December 2nd, and don't forget to add the games from November's update to your library. It includes The Adventure of the Red Cat Stray, the car simulator EA Sports WRC24, and the wall-to-wall battle constructor Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. And in case you missed it, on December 2nd or 3rd, the first part of Red Dead Redemption will be distributed to PSplus extra subscribers. Along with the main game, the Undead Nightmare expansion about the living dead will also be available, and the PS5 version is expected to feature 60 frames per second, improved image quality, HDR support, and resolutions up to 4K. Let us know in the comments what you think of the giveaway, and click the bell to turn on all notifications so you can stay up to date on which games are leaving and joining the Extra and Essential subscriptions. Play and win. See ya!